Hello everyone and welcome back for another season of Diablo 3. It's season 18, the season of the Triune. I've got us our brand new Demon Hunter. We're all ready to go. Now, to save a little bit of time, I've gone through and I've done the challenge rift already. And I've gone and upgraded each of our various... in fact, while I think about it, let's go hire Cormac. I've upgraded Shen and Hadrig, etc, etc. Yeah, whatever, cool, whatever. Let's grab this. And we need Cormac from up here.
Of course, this was not my first time stepping through that door, and I imagine it won't be my last.
Now, we're probably going to be doing Maurauder / Natalya's setup this season. I'm not sure entirely how it's going to play out, but we'll you know, kind of get a feel for it as time goes on. Let's Let's actually just check if there's anything that we want to buy. I don't think that there will be.
I love the feel of discovering some precious item buried for years. Exquisite.
It'll do for an initial boost. It'll do for an initial boost. We're going to be doing bounties, I think, as a good way to start off. I've only got it on just hard difficulty rather than master or any of the other ones, because Demon Hunters are quite fragile to start off with. And I'm very aware of how dangerous it could end up being. But I still think we should end up leveling up quite quickly. Especially if we get things like these cursed chests dotted around. Now, of course, with it being the season of the Triune, there will be those 3 little rings that appear on the ground periodically. One does increased damage, one does reduced cooldown, and one does reduced resource costs. As a Demon Hunter, we're very mobile, so we're probably not going to get much use out of them, but we can keep our eyes peeled for them nevertheless. Let's put those on, seeing as we've picked them up.
After much searching, I found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram.
Now, being almost entirely impaled to start off with, this is going to be very interesting. Like, am I still going to... No, I'm not. Right, so I need to... Cormac, thank you. Right, I need to change this. Can I just deselect it? Maybe I can't. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to be a little bit careful until we get a bow back. Can always just, like, yeah, run away, let Cormac kill things. It'll be fine. So, cursed chest. In here for the extra damage for what it's worth. It's not really needed. Yeah, while we don't actually have a weapon that we can use, we are kind of reliant on Cormac here. Probably should have just focused on what we had. I'll take out the big one. The other ones, they're not really that much of a threat.
I need more hatred to do that.
Yeah, I've got all your hatred right here, love.
My hatred is too low.
Level 4, that gives us a nice refresh.
I need more hatred to do that.
Well, we've got Caltrops at least now. Does no damage, but can quite nicely hold things in place. Let's give Cormac a hand with what he's doing. He is doing a good job at this level. And we're not in danger of dying.
My hatred is too low.
But yeah, if we'd put the difficulty up any higher than this, obviously I'll be using a bow, but we wouldn't be killing things fast enough, and that would slow down our overall leveling, so it wouldn't be a good trade-off. There we go. Ooh, so slow. I have so much hatred. Just let me use it. I actually did a little bit of useful stuff. Always a surprise to see. I think after this, I'm definitely going to go get myself a bow. At least until we get some more skills. If we get bolas or grenades or basically anything that can kind of work with melee weapons, then it'll be fine. But for the moment, it's just too much of a disadvantage. And it has been a long time since I've played a Demon Hunter, so it's understandable to go through these teething problems now and then. Nearly there, just a few more to go. Good job, Cormac. Well done, mate. Well done. Okay. Back to town we go very quickly. Yeah, all those require bows. So let's go get ourselves a bow. Highest usable. Highest usable. Well, we could make ourselves some boots. That's going to help. But I don't think it's until level 5 that we can actually get a bow. So let's do a little bit of shopping for them. You've got nothing. Maybe further round.
I have some. My goods are without equal. I've collected them from all parts of this world.
It's all a bit disappointing, isn't it? Maybe I should just push through the next half level. Just take it for what it is. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna have to do that. That's on me. That's my mistake. So let's move on to start making our way towards the butcher.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery. Hardly fit for the king of
It's not going to be too many mobs until we gain another level.
becoming our new seat of power.
Then we can get ourselves that upgrade. Trying everything in our power at the moment. Oh, geez, they're all coming out the woodwork, aren't they? Very nearly there. One more big one and I should explode on them actually. There we go. That'll do. I think that should be enough for me to be able to make a bow. Yeah, light crossbows. We'll dual wield these, of course. You know what? That's going to be an upgrade for you, so you can have that as well. The rest I don't care that much about. So, we got rapid fire now. We're going to switch across to that. You've also got healing abilities. Hungering Arrow doesn't have any extra benefits because we don't get that till level 6. So let's just carry on our way to the butcher. This is not where I intended to be. That'll teach me to pay attention. Oh yeah, so much better. So much better. And the ability to attack when we're out of hatred. I am looking forward to getting bowlers. I like area of effect things, and even though they're not massively powerful to start off with, the area is pretty damn awesome. And as they get upgraded, you can get larger area of effect, and I'm all about needing to kill fewer things by just killing more efficiently. This we can get puncturing arrow now. Those arrows really don't look like they go well downstairs. Now, full disclaimers. I didn't end up streaming on Friday when the season went live, as I hoped I might. That's because I've been under the weather, which is also why I'm a little bit out of sorts today. Apologies if the commentary isn't quite up to snuff. That's also why I wanted to do the challenge rift off camera rather than having you guys sit through it, because it gave me a chance to kind of bed in and get used to everything and see how it all goes. Especially given how fragile demon hunters can be. Okay, this is shooting along quite nicely. Let's get off that toasty warm area just for a second. So that light green one is the resource costs being reduced, yeah. So definitely the time, well, they're pretty much all the time for us to do rapid fire. I reckon they're going to act like the Oculus rings as well, so if you put your sentries down inside them, the sentries will get the benefits. Which would be awesome if that's the case. Okay, grab all of this. Now, one thing that I could have done in preparation for trying to like level up is we could have pre-planned to get some rings upgraded. I'm going to wait until we're a little bit higher level before I do anything like that. Maybe after I've finished recording this episode, I'll look and see what rings we want and when we might be able to get them. But we could buy a ring from Kadala and then use some of the Death Breaths that we got from the Challenge Rift in order to give us a little bit of a boost along the way. Right, that is not actually the way to the butcher. Maybe down there? Save us running all the way across. Can we actually go down this way? Looks like we can. Looks like we can. Oh yeah, this is where we're gonna need to go. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. My demon hunting bones. Alright, splat that all out. 31 kills. We're getting quite high on that kill counter. That's going to be, what, at least a third of a level when it finally ticks off. Okay, 44. Can we, yeah, get it just a little bit higher? And then we'll see what that equipment slot that the game's telling us about is. Ah, it's the hood, of course. Level 8. Now, at level 11, we get our rapid fire rune. Ooh, smoke screen. I'm going to want to swap caltrops over for that. See, that smoke screen is far better in my view. Ah, Knockback. Well, it kind of works in my favour. Normally I complain about things like that, but I don't know. We'll let it pass this time. Hey. Still feels wrong though. Still feels wrong. Even though it gets me like out of immediate harm's way. Still don't like it. Yeah. Oh, I do think this is the right difficulty level for reasonably fast leveling. I mean, we don't want to like just scooch through the game without any challenge, but we don't want to be just like sat around wasting time trying to kill stuff that's not going to die. Now that I dislike. Oh, geez, fighting on stairs is going to be annoying. Yeah, I'll just keep hammering them with all of the stuff that we've got. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be a decrease in damage. You're right, Amos. You almost missed the chair. Poor guy. Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with what we've got. We can just go in and kill him as is. Oh, Mr. Butcher. Bring me a dream. Give it a ram's head club like I've never seen. I don't know where I'm going with this. Now, of course, with rapid fire, because it's got the initial cost, and then it's reduced cost for the general, oh dear, for the general channeling of it. You want to start it off and then keep doing it for a long period of time if resources are something that you're worried about. Yeah, this is all very toasty. So this... Hey, this is fine. Let's just get him done. Level 9. And we got ourselves Vault. Okay, better belt. That's more damage. That's more damage. Don't have any of those yet. So, yeah, that seems quite reasonable. This is going to slow down some of our shooting a little bit, but that's fine. I'm going to keep this on Hungering Arrow. Entangling Shot is nice, but I'm not looking to slow things down. I'm just looking to damage them. Rapid Fire we can't do until level 9, so... Bolt and Smokescreen stay where they are. Let's move on to kill Johannes. Seems like it'll be a spot of fun. And we've just had a weapon upgrade, so we don't need to really think about that much for another couple of levels. Now, Vault is going to give us this little bit of extra mobility, mostly for getting away from trouble, but we can use it now and then for moving along as well. Huh, I've basically got the same hood that they've got. Look at me, I'm trying to blend in. Except, you know, I've got those giant wings on my back, so not so much with the blending. Oh wow, that is so much slower. Significantly slower. I mean, even the rapid fire is slower in what it actually does, but because it's rapid fire, you don't really notice because it's constantly like hammering for little bits. Not on me, thanks. Ha ha! I have vault. You cannot keep me. Cormac's doing a very good job of holding that door. I should rename him Hoder. Hold the door! Hold the door! And that is the job of a good tank. Gave us the time to do all the damage that we needed on them. Yeah, so the only real disadvantage of switching to the two-handed crossbow is we'll be getting our hatred back slower when we're using our other skills, when we're not using rapid fire. So, Johannes. Hey, look. You and I, we are not too much alike. You're undead. Other than that, there is nothing to distinguish us. Brilliant. Okay, so that gives us a passive skill slot. We'll take tactical advantage, especially with smokescreen and vault. Yeah, it's going to be a very good plan. In terms of other things, we get bolus at level 11, so that's nothing special. Impale's got its impact rune, but really we're only caring about rapid fire for the moment. So yeah, everything carries on the way it is. Oh, and you get that for a little bit of extra health for us. Okay, let's push on to the Templar Inquisition. Now, last season, the episodes kind of ranged between half an hour and 45 minutes. I'm going to try and make them a little bit longer, because we were a tiny bit pushed for time at the end, just for publishing time. I'm going to keep to having them for a week, but I'll try and err on the 45 minutes to an hour side, rather than drop it down to 30, I think. I think it makes for slightly better watching as well. But for those of you who've been sticking with me for all the past ton of seasons, thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. I love all the comments that you guys drop on the videos. It's all very appreciated. Strong motivation for me to keep doing this. Alright, lady, stop throwing up and, I don't know, take an arrow to the face. I mean, that one went right in her face. So, we're looking for 3 villagers who've been captured and put on the stake by Templars. You kind of think that Templars are pretty bad people if this was like your primary exposure to them. Oh, geez, no. Let's go this way. I don't mind engaging like a larger group, but if they're going to be knocking me around all over the place, vortex and knockback for the 2 different kinds. That's almost taking away all forms of control that I might have. That was a quiver. Good. Okay. One problem gone. Start thinning some of these guys out. These guys aren't a problem. They don't have vortex or anything on them. This guy is, though. I'd quite like it if when you mouse over a particular point and say vault to there, it actually vaulted to there. I think that would be much better mechanics. But I'm sure there are many other people who would disagree with that. Or, you know, it's a separate thing to say, like, stop short at this point. Yeah, let's swap that over. I'm actually fine with what we've got in terms of equipment, so... all the difference. Withering Fire doesn't actually do any extra damage, but it's better to use a rune than not use a rune, I find. In almost all situations. I'm sure there are some, like, very specific exceptions where you wouldn't want one. Most probably with the Monk, actually, with the Monk's followers. Oh, Templars, you're really trying, but... you're just not strong enough. Let's get some Bolus up in you. I like Bolus because of the AoE. I'm sure I said that earlier, but... it's good to reinforce these things. So, first Templar down. Hey! Where's Cormac and what's he doing? Or is he just not here for this? Did I accidentally leave him back here? Did I leave him in town? Maybe I left him in town. Don't think I left him in town. As I said, I've been a little bit under the weather, so it's very possible that I've, you know, gone and left him in town by mistake. No thank you. No one chains me. Let's do some point-blank bolus for this guy. 81, yeah, it's a decent damage that it's putting out. Well, Cormac's definitely around because someone healed me up. I just have no idea where he is. I don't see his shadow either, so I'm pretty certain it's not like a weird graphical thing where he's actually alongside us and... ooh, a ring. Let's wear that intelligence-based ring. Pa. We want dexterity, that's what we want. Oh yeah, look at that AoE going off. Step into the extra damage for a second just to help speed it along, but didn't speed it along that much. And another ring. Awesome. Yeah, let's take the extra experience. And that's another bounty gone. Now, Chakram, I'm not really that much of a fan of Chakram. If I select it temporarily, it just doesn't feel useful. I put this in the same batch of skills as I put Blessed Hammer. It's just, no. It's always going to disappoint you, or it's just going to feel really weird. Yeah, so Withering Fire is great. Reduces the initial hatred cost. That's what we expect. As soon as we get to like fire support or bombardment, then we'll be getting onto the really, really fun ones. Down here, we don't get anything new for a while. So yeah, I think we're just carrying on. Let's head back to town very briefly. We'll sell up some of this stuff. See if we can find where... There's Cormac. We didn't leave him in town. It's just he was being weird. So salvage all that up. And what could we potentially make? We could make 2 level 10 hand crossbows. That could work. Yeah. It's a step in the right direction. And let's move off to kill Captain Cage. And his merry men. Oh, look at that. That is notably more damage already. So, as I said earlier, when we get a little bit further through, probably in between this episode and the next, I'm going to look at the specific rings and things that I'm going to want, and what level we can get them at. If we can get them nice and early, then I'll go to Kadala and we'll try our luck straight away. I might still do that anyway, but if we can't get them to like level 40, then I might hold on to our current Death Breaths until then, just to improve the chance of us actually getting stuff we want during an upgrade. Bolas are great. The only downside to Bolas is the level of AoE that you get from them. It's not a huge amount of damage that ends up... Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, that is. Yeah, the amount of damage isn't huge in itself. But it is over quite a nice area. So that's Captain Cage. Now we just need his friends. Just liberally firing arrows into the air. Because a lot of these skills are based on DPS. We were doing more damage with the Bolas with our two-handed thing, but we're getting a lot more of them off with our dual wielding. So it might look like we're doing less, but we're doing less, but more often. So it works out better for us. Hey, level 13. And that is it for that bounty. Okay, well, let's kill a couple of these things, and then we'll head back, hand it in, and move on to the next one. What's that? That is better than our intelligence ring. And we're already getting plans. This is another reason why you should start with bounties. So Born's Defiance, that's great. That's level 20. Kane's Fate, that's great. And actually, that's really nice. So, how are we doing on this? Complete 5 bounties, yup. Raise the Blacksmith, raise the Jeweler, raise the Mystic, and that's all we've done so far. Okay. At least at this level. Now that we're at level 13, can we make anything better? Not really. And let's just double check. So yeah, Kane stuff is level 23. That's kind of what I was expecting. And Born stuff is level 21. So we'll push on with Act 2 bounties. Let's go straight to the Ancient Cave. Yeah, we're not super rushing through everything, but we are going to try and keep making good progress. And certainly, while the killing's good, it's definitely worth us paying attention to. Fan of knives. Oh my god, I'm such a fan of knives. So doesn't actually take anything. So it's just purely worth us switching it. Right, volatile explosives increases the radius of bolus. That makes it even better. Basically, we just got a hell of a lot better for very little effort. So bolus now explodes over a much larger area. I love fan of knives. It's like, hey guys, come stand close to me. No, really, don't. Envoy of Belial, also known as free experience. It's such a large radius. 20 yards is really huge. Pretty much everything near me is getting hit by that. It's not doing huge amounts of damage, but when it's killing them all together, it works out a bit more efficient overall. Okay, so we've got to make it to level 2 in the Ancient Cave. Do it old style. Smack. They've got quite a lot of health for worms. I mean, later on in the season, we'll be looking at them and going, "Oh wow, a couple of billion health. That's not much." But yeah, for the moment, 201 health is a lot for worms. Funny how perceptions change. I think one of the reasons why I like playing the Demon Hunter is the variety of the skills. You know, it never feels like you're lost for an interesting choice. Some of the skills like Chakram, they're always going to be a bit pants. But oh, that's great. The extra damage appeared right on us. Of course, we had to move away from it, but for a moment, that was really cool. Cormac just wading through the water and fire like it's nothing. Another thing that I think would be really cool for Diablo, but it probably doesn't really suit Diablo, is I used to play Angband and Angband variants, like Troubles of Middle-earth. And there were some unique item and artifact generators that were coded into that were absolutely amazing. Like it would generate the backstory and like some abilities that it had picked up along the way and why the item was special. And all of that completely randomly. So other than like a couple of set rules, there could be thousands and thousands of items that would be randomly generated. So you'd never end up finding exactly the same items again. And yeah, for action RPGs, it's good having like fixed set items, and especially for ladder play and being able to compare against each other. But it would be really nice if like there would be an entire season of randomness where there's new items with new abilities, and some will be overpowered, some won't work well together. But it'd be cool to have that as an option for play. Yeah, as with everything, if you want it to be competitive play, then it obviously needs play testing. So it's not something they're going to do for this in any way, shape or form, I'm sure. Let's actually grab that protection shrine. These have got a lot of kick to them. But so do we. That fan of knives does so much damage. Ooh, look at all this. I suppose that would be one of the reasons why we should try and upgrade a ring early, because if we can get a Nagel ring, that would be huge in our abilities to take mobs out. There we go. Level 15, another bounty done. Ring of Slaughter. You can't have slaughter without laughter. Yeah, let's take the stun one, because if we need it, then we'll really need it. Extra damage. That's just life after kill. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, gradual improvements. That's what we're doing. Okay, so at level 15, volatile explosives, we're going to stick with that. Eventually, we might change over for... Ooh. We'll stick with bolas for the moment, and eventually we'll switch over to cluster grenades. Rapid fire stays as it is. Yeah, we're not going back to Impale. Vault doesn't have anything yet. Neither does Fan of Knives. And down here, Blood Vengeance we don't really care about. So, on to a Miner's Gold. Help the Crazed Miner. I'm sure we can manage that. Bit of extra experience? Yeah, sure, I'll take that. I'm using up a lot of my discipline really early on when I shouldn't directly be doing that, but you know, the temptation is there to just keep mobile. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. It's the AoE. I just really love it. Look at this. It's just like, pop it in, and they're all taking damage when they're so annoying to hit in the first place. So satisfying. I heard a goblin. We'll do this first. But I heard him.
Damn, it's stuck. I'm gonna need time to fix this.
Tinker, tinker. Tinker, tinker. Don't worry, mate. I got your back. We'll keep you safe. Just face tank almost all of the fireballs. Right, he's gone. On to the other shunt. Oh, I thought he was gone. No. There we go. Right. What do I get? Bits and bobs. That's not terrible. Shoulders. Sure, that's new. I like my regen at the moment. Oh, that's just like a regular bow. So, steady aim. Nah. Mobs are always going to get close to me. Right, there was a goblin we heard. He may not have much, but he's definitely going to be worth pursuing. Hi, mate. Got him. Now we can deal with all these fools. Gone. Right. All of this is mine. I'm going to try and use these rather than just like ignoring them like I normally do. We don't actually have anything that can take gems at the moment, but soon we will, I'm sure. Hammer on down. And into here. Right. Mage Lord Guhyan. Sounds like a pretty damn good name for a mage. A Mage Lord, no less. I'm assuming that a Mage Lord is just a mage who owns some land. I can't imagine that there'd be any form of, like, other hierarchy involved for mage titles. I bet he's not going to be down. This is a long way for us to be going. It's an incredibly long way. Bramnell the Damned. That's a solid name. Nope, that's temporarily tactically retreat. Yep, already sort of prepared for it. Just really hoping that most of those mortar bits don't hit us. We've got it down to a reasonable number, so I think we should be fine now. But yeah, I very much dislike mortars. Ooh, okay. This gold wrap. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than blackthorns. But it is only gold wrap, and at this stage in the game, we're only picking up little bits of armor. Like 22 armor here, 10 armor there. It can be very powerful in the right build, of course, but not really expecting to see much use out of it.
Need more time.
Ooh, big guys. Stand just outside of their freezing range and try and encourage them not to do that again. Encouragement didn't really work. Let's just kill them. Giant shocking crawlers. I love the graphics on the electric spiders. It remind me a lot of the old Dungeons and Dragons phase spiders. You know, if spiders weren't kind of like terrifying enough once they get up to giant size, turn them so that they can actually phase through matter and then make it so that their claws and mandibles and everything... sorry, not claws, legs. Although I suppose they do have tiny claws. Depending on which spider. But yeah, make it so that all of that is so sharp that nothing can stop it. It's like, yeah, phase spiders give me the heebie-jeebies. This guy is just like a long way away from civilization. That's what he was doing. Oh, there's a dude hiding underground. Well, that explains that then. Pummel, 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 pummel. Is he? I hate it when he does that reflecting thing. That is something that I'm going to have to watch out for as a demon hunter, because I've killed myself in the past by those Sand Guardians reflecting stuff. It's very easy to miss, very easy to let it happen.
We might. Cool simply cannot be killed. His first blood stains him. He bleeds that black monsters. There is only one course of action left to us. We will separate his body and his head. Hide the body within the shadow realm.
Okay, level 17, he's gone. Let's make this area safer. Vengeance indeed. And we can finally get a companion. Alright, let's swap smoke screen over.
I will finally be able to unlock.
Oh, we can get shadow power as well. Choices, choices.
In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the Soul Stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my ancestors.
Do we want life per hit? Probably not just yet. We will eventually get it, but for now, that's going to be good enough. I did want to very quickly check rapid fire. No, we can't do anything until level 19 there. And down here, nothing new until level 20. Oh, Volt can get action shot. That's worth us doing. Fan of Knives can't get anything until 23. Okay, so we've got Prisoners of the Cult and then Vidian to do. I reckon we've got enough time to do both of these before we finish the episode off. I think we've got to go round. Action shot's not nearly as actiony as you'd hope, but it is still pretty damn good. One gone. Two gone. Three gone. Alright, I'll get this guy first and then we'll go back for the others. I don't generally like rescuing prisoners, but when it's one of the things that we have to do, then sure. I mean, we're sort of getting paid for it, so makes sense that we should do it. Actually killed him with an action shot. I'm sure that's got to be embarrassing for him. Smack. Just shoot through the cage. Hold still, mate. I'm just going to shoot around you. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. I'm here to protect you. With my arrows of saving. Okay, another one. Killing Vidian's going to be a bit of a pain just because of the amount of time it takes to get to him. I think it was very actiony. We vaulted in, we dropped a fan of knives, we threw off a bowler. Pretty much did every trick that we have. The only thing we didn't do is tell our Raven to go and attack something. Okay, one more of these guys and then we can go on and start finding Vidian. Okay, we're pretty full on stuff, so I'm going to head back to town very quickly. Just so we can clear some space.
Doesn't our friend ever tire? Hey lady, I got some new things.
Chakram has been upgraded with a terrible twin Chakrams room. Now this could be interesting. Definitely worthwhile doing upgrades when the opportunity presents itself. I'll hold on to these for the moment. Right, so that's going to be for general gems. I'm sure we'll end up selling these before I actually get around to using them, but just in case. Let's move on to kill Vidian. Wasn't quite in the perfect position to do the fan of knives for that, but it was pretty good. A lot of mobs.
I have heard troubling news. Another cult has emerged from the shadows. Its members gather to the north.
Yeah, but this is a cult of blood.
Under the veil of the shrouded moors, where few will think to look.
We don't mind cults of blood. Cults of blood are fine. Oh, geez, that's getting a little bit painful. Maybe should have cleaned the area out before doing all of this.
No doubt buys them obedience, but mark my words, these abominations have not ascended. They will go in summer until they meet their final death.
I'm getting a lot of kills, but I'm not sure it's the right mobs. $110 kills, but 55 were from this and the rest were from elsewhere. Still, that was a lot of good experience. Oh, hi guys. Let's fan and knives right in the middle of you. There's a lot of these roaches. They get everywhere. Right, that's all that side done. I guess that means we're heading up the other. Yeah, when the explosions properly go off, it makes all the difference. Okay, ooh, we've got Strafe. Now, Strafe is a great skill. I do love Strafe. But I would never have it on the 4 key. It just seems like such a silly place to put it. Oh, geez. Server jump. Never fills me with confidence. So if we've got Strafe, we might have also got other things. Oh, we could get Shadow Power for now. Shadow Power is nice for when you need a little bit of extra life coming in. Doesn't last for massively long, but at this level in the game, it's not really a problem. Fan of knives as we're passing through them. Oh, Bane! The Keeper of Vessels. Wait, are these the vessels he's keeping? If I kill these, will that annoy him? I think it will. I think that's the way this thing goes. Oh, he actually died a lot faster than I expected. I was not paying attention to his health. Alright. We'll leave Cormac fighting what he's fighting up there. Oh, geez, no, that's just dangerous. Yeah, those roaches can quickly get the better of you if you're not paying attention. Great for if you want to rack up the kills, but they don't give that much experience either, so you know, take from it what you will. Hi everyone. I'm here to talk about how we can put your blood to better use. It's going pretty smoothly. May as well kill the rest because they're just basically extra experience sat around in the room. We do still have gold wrap, of course, so any gold we do find on the ground is giving us a little bit of extra armor, but it's tiny amounts. Even that's only like an extra 800 armor. So it's really not huge amounts that we're talking about. More roach fun. Wow, so many of them, right? All the group explosions. This is why bolas are so useful. Because individually they're not a problem. En masse they definitely are, and bolas is designed to take them out en masse. Now there's a little shrine down here that I just wanted to grab very quickly. Empowered, that'd be quite nice. Let's just push on and talk to this dude.
There you are.
Yeah, pretty much I did, but that's fine. Just about close enough. Let's get my bird in there as well. Actually, some of these are getting a little bit painful. So let's at least get these guys thinned down a bit. There we go. And that finishes him off. Whew. Almost felt like a worthy fight at the end there. I went in all cocky and almost got humbled. I say almost got humbled because obviously we survived, so that ain't gonna happen. Do we want extra hatred from bowlers? Probably not. Against slowed or chilled. Let's go for steady aim for the moment. Right, we'll put your skill in. We'll take the extra heal because that's going to be far more useful than everything else. And then that's extra damage. That's just better. That's just better. These are huge upgrades that we're getting here. And that's probably going to be lovely. Okay, Tyrael, let's have a look at this. Whole bunch of other plans.
My pack is full.
And we're out of space for blood shards. So this is probably going to be a good point for us to do some gambling for things anyway. Let's clear some space. We're going to teach you Unveil Oath, Unending War, and Long Shot. Long Shot we can actually do. That's perfect time for us to do Long Shot actually, so... Let's do that and we'll get a quiver as well. But that's going to be a good point for us to finish this episode off, I think. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As I mentioned, I'm going to have a little bit of time in between the episodes to just look at what's going to be worth us trying to gamble for so we can try and do an upgrade. Because we do have these Death's Breaths waiting to be used. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, feel free to throw them at me. Although by the time I get them, it's probably going to be... another like 5 episodes in because I tend to record these in bulk. But otherwise, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. See you next time for some more Diablo 3, everyone.